mystery box. Let's open. I was not expecting this to be part of the video, guys. I was not expecting that at all. Welcome back, guys. Today we are opening this mystery box, which I recently purchased. It is cut open. I have not looked, I swear. Blurp. Okay, we have a note. Let's see how many, is it? That's a good start. Dear friend, thank you for your interest in our Natural Earth Oddities mystery box. Inside, you will find an assortment of no less than 12 Natural Earth offerings. Each includes a card explaining its significance. Everything in this collection has been ethically and naturally sourced and presented in an appealing manner. We truly hope you enjoy the mystery collection we've selected for you. Thank you for your patronage. NEO Collections, Education, and Fun. Okay. Item number 1. I broke it. Okay, these look like rock formations of some kind. Bam. Concretions formed near freshwater lakes have many local names. They carry deep spiritual significance, primarily representing the intersection of cosmic protection, ancient as at. If there's a card like this for everyone, this could be rough, guys, so lock in. Ancient ancestral wisdom and the grounding energy of the earth. Due to their often spherical, organic, and sometimes strange shapes, they are regarded as keys to the past. That was my stomach. Should I just start the whole video over? No, I'm not gonna do that. Perfect. I think I will be selecting one of these to use for summoning rituals. Alright, we've opened one item and hopefully you're absolutely thrilled. So, you're gonna see that I have my EMF meter up here as well as a cat ball. The cat ball lights up when touched. Yeah, I think at the end maybe we'll pull out the spirit box and do a little bit of, see if something in this box wants to communicate with us. You will also notice that I am wearing Victoria. If that's a strange statement to you, go back and watch my first mystery box opening video, because that's where Victoria came from. And I'm gonna tell you something here. Victoria feels awfully heavy around my neck. And I'm kind of thinking that maybe her 13-day eviction ritual didn't work. So maybe Victoria is a lot more powerful than I originally anticipated. Item number 2! Alright, let's see. Seashells, okay, symbolize spiritual growth and protection to guide you through the journey of life, often representing the shedding of old habits and growth towards better ones. They also protect against negative energies. Excellent. I'm gonna have to contact the seller of this box and see if she's a witch, because it kind of seems like she's a witch. Look at that piece. That is... How does that even happen? It's not glued. The seashell itself is formed on this rock. That's definitely gonna have to go somewhere special. All right, item number 3. Let's see. Okay, very fragile. Open with extreme care. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we've got 2 dried mushrooms here. So, dried mushrooms symbolize good fortune, transformation, longevity, and a magical connection to the natural world. Dried mushrooms are often considered gifts from the ancestors and a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. Next. Alright, so we've got a rock. A rock with an unbroken white band encircling. It is commonly known as a wishing stone, is widely considered a symbol of good luck, magic, and the manifestation of desires. Manifesting subscribers. Like and subscribe, and share, and comment. Do it! Next. No bones yet. Wonder if there's gonna be any bones. Oh, it is a rock and it's folded. Symbolizes a profound intersection of enduring strength, flexibility under pressure, and the active ongoing shaping of the soul by divine forces. Okay, it represents a bent but not broken mentality, acting as a testament to resilience where intense pressure does not destroy, but rather transforms and reveals hidden beauty. That's very cool. Alright. Okay, let's see what's next. Let's do something here. Let's turn on the Spirit Talker app. Let's see if anything wants to start a conversation now that we've got a couple of them unwrapped.
Abundance.
Abundance. Yeah, I believe a bunch of these things said good fortune, luck, that kind of thing. Okay. Got too much stuff in my hands. Let's put some things down here. A wasp's nest. I hope you can see that. I hope it'll focus on that. Piece of wasp's nest.
Go for yourself.
Well, I hate to say it, but that's how I feel towards wasps. So maybe that's how they feel towards me. These would be the little baby wasps in there. Okay, let's read this now. A piece of paper wasp nest often symbolizes structure, community, and intense protection. Okay, intense protection. Because paper wasps build their nests from chewed up wood pulp and saliva. The nest itself represents resourcefulness, craftsmanship, and the ability to build a safe home from scratch. An abandoned nest is often used in folk magic as a symbol or amulet for protecting a home, guarding against, or banishing negative energy. I don't want any of these little dead bibbies flying out of there. Okay, you want to say anything else rude before I move on? Doesn't say fragile. Okay. This is a bone. A bone. I'll read first and then reveal. Old bone symbolizes the enduring, permanent, and essential nature of life. It acts as a bridge between mortality and ancestral, spiritual, or physical legacy across Across cultures, it represents the old bone mother, or the residence of the soul, embodying wisdom, rebirth, and protection. While acting as a relic of a life lived, old bone can be used as a tool for divination. All right, are you telling me the bone's name is Jackson? I don't think there's any way it'd be a human bone. I mean, even an animal. If it was a pet, it could be Jackson. Oh, this is old bone. This is fossilized bone. I wonder what it came from. Doesn't say what it came from, but that's not just old bone, that's a fossil. Fossilized bone. Very cool. Very cool, very cool. Jackson the Bone. I have a
Forgive my sins.
You're forgiven. Unless you did something really bad, then you're not. Next. Ooh. Okay. Teeth. Animal teeth. So this is clearly a beaver. The most Canadian thing ever. Alright, let's see what the others are. So we've got so these top ones, we have bear teeth for immense strength, ferocity, protection, and a deep connection to primal instinct and nature. Okay, and then moose. Okay, so that'll be this one here. Moose teeth, valued as natural and rugged tokens of the wilderness. And then the beaver. Beaver teeth represent resilience, persistence, and industrious. I might take one of these bear teeth out of here. And I might add it to my... Oop.
We were executed.
We were executed. Well, a bear and a moose could have been executed. As in, killed and eaten.
I was a warrior.
Oh! Okay, moving on. What was I saying? I might take one of these bear teeth out and add it to my osteomancy set. Okay. That's pretty cool. Twisted, gnarled, and weathered pieces of driftwood to symbolize resilience. Torch. Okay. Kind of relevant. Twisted, gnarled, and weathered pieces of driftwood. Wood be used in a torch. Symbolize resilience, adaptation, and transformation. As wood that has survived long journeys through rough waters, heat, and cold, they represent the ability to endure, grow stronger, and find beauty in imperfections. Okay. That's pretty cool. You can do some cool crafts with some of these. Dream catchers. Wind chimes. Maybe there's gonna be some crafting in my future. Down there.
Crocodile.
It is not a crocodile. That is a very strange thing to come through the spirit box, though. It is grouse feathers. Grouse feathers symbolize a deep connection to nature's rhythms, representing personal power, grounding, and the drumming heartbeat of Mother Earth. Okay, let's talk about grouse for a minute. If you follow me on TikTok, you know that I talk about the grouse quite a bit, and therefore a lot of people don't know what grouse are. Grouse are a Canadian, I presume they're in other parts of the world too, but they're a game bird. So they're a bird, they're a wild bird, and the drumming... Hatred. Well, whatever. The drumming...
Speak through this.
Yes, you can speak through that, but just hang on. I'm trying to educate the people about the Canadian grouse. Drumming heartbeat of Mother Earth. So if you are familiar with grouse, you know exactly what that means. If you're not...
My happy place.
Yep. Grouse do this thing with their wings where they flap their wings up and down, and it sounds like a drum or a heartbeat. It's like thud, 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 thud. And if you're out in the wilderness, it scares the crap out of you every single time it happens, regardless of how many grouse you've heard in your life. So that's the drumming heartbeat of Mother Earth that they're talking about here. This is another case. All the little cases, I'm losing all their little feet. An owl feather. Owl feathers represent wisdom and the ability to see things clearly and differently. Swift and silent messengers of truth with a connection... Family. With a connection to the spiritual and magical realms. Okay, so also, some people believe to be an omen of aliens. Yeah.
I see the lights.
You see the lights, just as I say the word aliens. Owls are very cool, but they're also kind of creepy and scary. Aliens, and you see the lights. Keep the lights to yourself. I think we're almost done here. I think there's 2 more in here. I'm going to need a bigger studio for all my stuff. True! We got a whole bunch of gross little buggies. Gross bugs. I'm not a huge fan of bugs. I mean, they're kind of cool, but they can stay outside. Let's see what we have here. An assortment of insects, the little things that run the world. Nature's cleanup crew who pollinate roughly 80% of the plants that feed us. The life of insects is linked to the metamorphosis of the human soul. Metamorphosis of the human soul. Yeah, okay, so let's see what we got in here. There's a moth. Some people think that moths are a symbol of the devil. I don't think so.
Frustration.
Yeah, so the moths are frustrated with that reputation of being an omen of the devil. Bumblebees. So bumblebees are often used in magical spells and practices, usually not in a bad way, but they're usually associated with death. And like I said, not in a bad way, but only because when a bee stings somebody, they then die. So it's kind of, they're like a symbol of the cycle of life and death. Life with the pollination, stinging with the death. And then I'm not sure what some of these little guys are. I don't know if this is the proper name, but I know them as spruce beetles. And I don't like them. They are gross and ugly. And
Brazen bull.
Brazen bull. There's a lot of very strange things coming through the Spirit Talker today. Anyway, these guys, they fly around and they're big and they're heavy. This is actually a pretty small one, and they will land in your hair, on your face. And they're just kind of yucky. Let's see, it looks like we're on the last one. We've got an assortment of lichens. Alright, because they are not a single organism, but a partnership. Lichens symbolize resilience, symbiotic interconnection, and the power of slow, patient growth. They're seen as a model for the love that unites different worlds. That's nice. Okay, so I know quite a bit about plants and lichens, especially natural healing, natural medicines, as well as magical uses. So here we've got lungwort, and as you might have guessed from the name,
Josephine.
the lungwort's name is Josephine, sure. It's usually made into a tea and drank for lung health. And then here we have a type of usnea, which usually isn't, they call old man beard or witch's beard. So there's quite a few different kinds of usnea.
I've been here for centuries.
You sure have. Lichen has been around forever. But this particular one, you can see the identification, or I should say you can confirm its identity. Like if you're out in the woods, right? You can confirm the identification of this one because it has these central thicker tubules that the kind of fuzzier, fluffier strands grow out of. So make sure you educate yourself on how to properly prepare plants if you're going to consume them. Yeah. The two different kinds of Harriet. It's naming all the plants. Let's see what the Spirit Talker says for a minute or two here. We'll see if it wants to kind of talk to one of these items. Alright, let's start with this. See if we can get some energy off something, then we'll see if that something wants to talk. Not the wish rock. What about the bugs? Let's see, the feathers. Oh, I actually got a little tick off the feathers. I don't know if the camera saw that, but it went up to this little guy. Now these are the owl feathers, which I was saying people associate owls with aliens. So we had a tiny little blip on the EMF reader with the owl feathers, and remember it does say swift and silent messengers of truth with a connection to the spiritual and magical realm. So I don't think that the feathers themselves are going to talk to us. But maybe if there's some, like I said, some kind of connection to the spiritual and magical realm, maybe they're kind of acting like a bit of a portal for some energy to come through. If there's anything coming through because of these feathers, is there anything you'd like to say? They don't seem to like it when I ask questions.
We were executed.
It said we were executed before, and that's when I had the bear, beaver, and moose teeth. Say bird. So you got nothing to say? I'm gonna give you like 30.
Come and go.
Come and go. Okay. I was saying that they could kind of be like a portal, right? Connection to the spiritual and magical realms. So are you telling me that maybe the owl feathers are some sort of portal? I think they are very shy. Okay, let's try something else. So let's go to the teeth. What do I think about trying to communicate with the teeth? I don't think there's gonna be like a human spirit attached to teeth. And I don't know if there would be an animal spirit trying to say anything, but some people do believe that like there's no language barrier in the afterlife. So like any spirit could talk to you, have something to say, and I do believe that animals have spirits. So screw it, let's give it a try. Teeth! You got anything to say?
You can't run from me.
Well, you guys are pretty stuck, so I think I can. I have been chased by a bear. That's a story. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear that story. Nothing's really making sense, but maybe it wouldn't make sense if I'm talking to an animal, know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna put the teeth away. Old bone can be used for a tool for divination. So, I think this is my favorite piece from this box. I feel like anything that was to come through this...
Hatred.
Oh, hatred. That's not what I wanted to hear coming from this. I was gonna say, I feel like anything coming from this would be, like, not from, like, a spirit or something attached to it, but from, like, the universe trying to tell you a message. And then it said hatred. I don't like that. Not hatred. Come on, give it. I think that this piece is going to take up residence with my tarot cards and my osteomancy set. Like, not in them, but just, like, present. I feel like there's some power in this.
1914.
1914. 1914. This seems like it's much older than 1914, honestly. Okay, what we're gonna do here. I think we're going to be done with the stuff in the box. And I think we're just gonna see, if Victoria wants to say anything. We're gonna see if Victoria is, still around. See if she's still around. We've got Victoria here. Now, should I take Victoria off? Do you think Victoria wants to be worn? So again, if you're curious about the origins of Victoria, watch my first...
Powerful.
Okay. Now, what was I saying before? That I figured maybe Victoria is a lot more powerful than I originally anticipated. Because I don't think Victoria's gone. I don't think she's gone. I think she's still in here. And I think maybe I pissed her off by trying to banish her. Victoria! Are you still here? Usually things are a lot chattier. Not very chatty today. Victoria, are you angry that I tried to banish you?
It's so nice to talk.
It's so nice to talk. Alright. Okay, so maybe you're not mad. Now, in my defense, I'm gonna say the only reason I tried to banish you is because you told me that you were a demon. So, but if you are a demon, you're probably trying to deceive me now by being nice. What do you got to say for yourself, Victoria? Not a lot, apparently. Not a lot, not a lot.
Take photo.
Take photo. Stay till the end, I will analyze the photo. We are going to use Victoria as a pendulum. Maybe she can talk to us directly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say if you swing finger to heel of my hand, that's yes. If you swing side to side across my hand, that's no. Victoria, are you still in this necklace? That is very clearly a no. Did my banishing you from the necklace release you? And now you're just free. That would be a very clear yes. Victoria, do we want back in the necklace? That looks like a yes to me. Why would she want back in the necklace? Do you feel safe in the necklace? Yes. Why? Why do you feel safe in the necklace? Are you able to go back in on your own? No. Okay. Do you need my permission to go back in the necklace? Yes. Okay. Just to add on a little bit, just so I have some more information, do I need to perform a ritual as well? Be still now. Oh, she is all wobbling around. Be still now. Do I need to do a ritual as well? Ooh. Oh. Oh, we're getting a circle. We're getting a circle. That's uncertainty. Uncertainty. She doesn't know if I have to do a ritual. I don't know why you would want back in the necklace, but you say you feel safe in the necklace and you would like to go back into it. So you say, yes, you need my permission. You're not sure if you need a ritual. I was not expecting this to be part of the video, guys. I was not expecting that at all. I just kind of figured, because of the weight that I'm feeling in this, that Victoria was still in it. But with the information I've gotten, she's free. She's still here, so that's good. And she wants back in. Alright, well. We're gonna end this by saying, Victoria, you are welcome to stay right in the vicinity of this necklace. I am going to do some research about how to put you back in. I have one more question. Would you like the ability to come and go as you please from the necklace? That's a very clear yes. Immediately a yes. Okay. So, I banished her from the necklace, but she wants the ability to come and go as she pleases. Okay. 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 Says yes, she needs permission to go back in. She's not sure if I need a ritual as well. Where was I going with this? I'm gonna have to do some research, and it seems like we've got another video subject that I did not expect. I didn't expect that at all. Interesting. Okay, so we will see you again when I figure out what I want to do with Victoria. So that was quite the surprise ending. If you are really interested in Victoria, again, go back, watch my first mystery box opening, and then come back for whatever my next video with Victoria is. Yeah, research time. Okay, bye.
Fuck me, was that fucking Bigfoot? Big furry son of a bitch, goddamn.